here, many more finches with small beaks survived, and their offspring inherited smaller beaks.
So the selection had swung in the opposite direction and evolution had occurred as a result.
In an amazingly short period of time, the grants had measured evolution of beak size not once, but twice, demonstrating that when birds encounter different environments, they will change over a very short amount of time.
Okay, we're going to pause that video there. I wanted you to see this example because it is one of the most famous examples. How does this demonstrate natural selection? Jack. Okay, the ones that are meant to survive, survive. And what characteristic or trait is it of the birds that is determining their survival, Haley? Their beaks. So what accounted for some of the changes in their beaks over the time period that we've seen them studying? Exactly. The weather. Drought and flood. Did the population of finches with certain types of beaks change because of those weather changes? Absolutely. Because whatever weather conditions also help determine what type of what was available. What type of food was available, and so whatever type of food was available, they had to adapt to be able to eat that. Okay? So we're going to see if we can investigate this a little bit further today with an investigation of our own. Okay? All right. I'm going to give you a lab sheet now. If you will please put your name on it. When we start the activity today, you two will move and join this table. Okay, but for now, while we're just filling stuff out, you can sit there. Okay, so we're going to look at the evolution of Darwin's finches in this bird beak natural selection activity. So your name is on the paper. And if we look, this on the screen is just the first paragraph that is on your paper. So we're going to read through that together. Does anybody want to volunteer to read? Okay, Avery, go ahead, nice and loud. Everybody else is following along, please.
Charles Darwin came up with the idea of natural selection based on what he and other scientists saw in the world. Natural selection is the idea that the environment an animal lives in helps determine which animal survives and reproduces and which does not. When Darwin was a young man, he traveled around the world on research. His job was to make observations on plants and animals found in places he took from. While on the trip, Darwin saw many strange new plants and animals. He began to wonder how could they have come to be. He was particularly struck by the animal of the Galapagos Islands, where he found that each island had a different kind of fish. Darwin did research and worked on his ideas about natural selection for 22 years, and in 1859, Darwin published his ideas in his book, The Origin of Species. Starting with an idea and then working slowly and patiently to gather support for it, Charles Darwin became the father of evolution.
So really a lot of these ideas we have about natural selection and how organisms evolve and change and adapt over time to survive came from Charles Darwin's original work. And you can see even from the video we watched that scientists even in present day have continued to look at some of that work. Okay? So if you look at your paper, the question that we're going to be investigating today is how does the shape of the bird's beak affect how it survives? Does it matter? And we kind of saw that in the video, but we're going to see if we can't prove that with this little demonstration today. So that is our question, and it's already printed on your paper for you. So after we have a question, we've got to come up with a hypothesis. You guys have to determine what you think is going to happen. So we're going to have, in this activity today, you all are going to be the birds, and each one of you is going to have a different type of beak. And to represent those beaks, we're going to use a spoon, a binder clip, tweezers, and scissors. Those will be our different types of beaks for today. So if you look under hypothesis on your paper, at the very top of that section it says beak options. Go ahead and write down those 4 beak options that are listed on the screen. Spoon, binder clip, tweezers, and scissors. Now, the food that you all will be eating today as birds will be represented by paper clips, macaroni, rubber bands, and toothpicks. You have little words, I guess. Okay, you don't write those down yet, okay? So you guys need to form some hypotheses for me. So if you look at letter A under hypothesis, it says, I think that the beak that will pick up the most blank is the blank. In that first blank, okay, I think that the beak that will pick up the most, put paper clips in that first blank. That's your first food type. Is the, and then you choose, I don't care which one of these beaks that you're going to be testing today, do you think might pick up the most paper clips? You write that in the second blank, and then you tell me why you chose that. You're making a claim, now you got to back it up with your reasoning. Absolutely. So Ella just asked a great question. So for parts B, C, and D, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it for macaroni, rubber bands, and toothpicks. So you'll say, I think the beak that will pick up the most macaroni is the blank, and why, and so on. You can use a beak option more than once in your hypothesis. You don't have to use all 4, because this is what you think is going to happen. And if there's a beak that you think is not going to be very useful, you don't have to include it in your hypothesis at all. Okay? And then once you do A, B, C, and D for the 4 different food types, you're also going to answer E and F. E is if all the 4 birds were competing for food, then the most successful beak overall would be the blank. And then because you are making your claims and you are giving me the evidence and your reasoning. And then for F, it asks about the beak that will pick up the big pasta, just the macaroni again, and you kind of already answered that question earlier, so you can copy that. Take about 2 or 3 minutes to get A through F under hypothesis filled out. You must have both the blanks filled in and the whys. Put a tray of supplies on your table. As always, do not touch them until I tell you to, please. Go ahead and complete the materials section at the bottom when you get to that point. Again, you're just writing in the 4 types of food and the 4 types of beaks that are going to be used. And let's say in 3 more minutes, we should have the complete front filled in and ready to move to the back. material section, you just go ahead and fill in the bird food, just list those 4 options, and the bird beaks, those 4 options under the material section. It's one of those days, Kurt. Okay, most of you are about finished up. If you're wrapping up your last couple of things, that's fine. Just keep writing while you're listening, and if you're ready to flip on the back, please do so. Let's talk about what you are actually going to do. Again, please do not touch anything yet till I finish talking and ask you to. So, on your tray, you're going to be working in groups of 4, except for this group back here will be a group of 5. And there should be an extra spoon probably or something on your tray so that you'll double up in beaks for the 5 of you all. Okay? So you're working in groups of 4. Each one of you will get your own beak. So someone will be the scissors, somebody the tweezers, someone the spoon, and someone the binder clip. You also have cups on your trays. Those cups are your stomachs. Okay? So you are going to be the birds. So you have your beak and you have your stomach. I'm going to set a timer for 15 seconds, and when I tell you to eat, you will pick up as much food as you can in 15 seconds with your beak and put it in your stomach. You cannot use your hands to pick up the food. You can only use your beak to pick up the food. Now, you have your beak in your hand, obviously, but you can't actually, if you drop it, it's dropped. You can only pick it back up with your beak. Okay? At the end, hold on, everybody back up here with me for a minute. At the end of 15 seconds, I will call time, and you will need to count how much food you were able to obtain in that 15 seconds, and you're going to record it in the data tables that are below the materials. So the data table kind of looks like this, and you may want to go ahead and fill this in as I'm doing it now. So here's how your data table is going to work. Put your food options, food options down the side. So you're going to write like paper clips, macaroni, thank you. I think I can remember what all was in there. And rubber bands. And then across the top, you will put the 4 different types of bird beaks. So binder clip, looks like binder dip, spoon, scissors,
You do that for both of them?
and tweezers. Yes, you do that for both tables because we are going to do 2 rounds. Okay? And then after you count your food, so let's say Gabe is the binder clip. Okay, Gabe wants to be the scissors. All right, Gabe, you can be the scissors. All right, so Gabe's the scissors. So he counts his stuff and he says, okay, I got 1 paper clip, 0 macaroni, 3 toothpicks, and 4 rubber bands. And he would write that in his column. And everybody at his table would write whatever they got for their beak. Then you're going to share your data. Just round robin around the table. Gabe will call out his, everybody will write theirs down, get down in the table, and so on. Then we'll dump everything back in the bowl, reset, and we will do a round 2. You will keep your same beak for round 2. Okay? Then, after you share all of your data for round 2, you are going to you're going to fill out the conclusion. True to Miss Morgan form, there is a typo in the conclusion, so I want to point that out. Go to number 4 of the conclusion, and it says, if a plague came along and killed all the beans and toothpicks, because originally I had planned to use beans and then I changed my mind, mark out beans and change it to macaroni. Okay? So you will do your conclusion. The table you fill out, you'll list all 4 beak types, then you will use your data to make a claim about which food each beak is best adapted for, and then the why is in your evidence and reasoning. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be getting a partial participation participation grade and a partial accuracy grade. The conclusion, I'm sorry, I'll wait. Thank you. The actual participating in the lab, you get the participation part for. The conclusion will actually be graded for accuracy, and if we don't finish it all in class today, that'll be homework, okay? Now, please choose your beak and get your stuff. Okay. Stomach in one hand, beak in the other. Make sure everyone can reach. So you may need to move this down a little bit so everyone can reach. Okay.
Out, Peter's over here. Rachel.
I should not hear the food moving because I have not asked you to touch it yet. All I've asked is you to have your stomach in one hand and your beak in the other. And I will remind you, as soon as I say stop, you are done.
Put it in your cup and start.
On your mark, get set, eat. Stop. Sit. Okay. Count your food, put it at the table, and share with your crew. You have about 3 minutes to take care of this.
I got 1, 2, 3, 1 more band.
Yeah, go ahead, catch on my phone.
So for you guys, what did you double up? Binder clips. So in the binder clip category, you'll just put like 2 sets. Put Darren's data and then beside it put Amy's data.
So, and you got 1 more.
3 macaroni, 5 toothpicks.
Got 1, 3 macaroni, 5
I would say that's it.
What?
I do carrots like 3 macaroni, 5 toothpicks. What did binder say?
That's it. Did you have just 14 minutes?
Make sure all of your food is back in the bucket for round 2.
Congrats!
All right. Find your beak, same beak you had before, and your stomach again, please. On your, oh, no. Hands up. On your mark. Get set.
We can start with people.
No. Eat.
Everybody got it.
Okay. Woo, good job. Okay, count your food, share with your team, and then work on your conclusion.
No, I remember
Once you finish, put everything back neatly on your tray so that I can collect them when everyone is done.
13. One nickel.
Oh no, that's cheesy. That's cheesy. There you go. No, I'm sure.
Well, I put that in the binder clip.
Human birds are savage.
You have 13 characters.
Here, we have one more space here.
All food back on the tray, the bowl, and all the food back on the tray. We have about 10 minutes left today.